Okay, we're recording. That's my PAFX guitar. It's a Gibson classic. I don't like these guitars. I bought it because it had real ABR1s on them and not this crappy Nashville garbage they get from Nigeria or someplace like that. So, okay, trying to get it together here. This is going to be a quick, short video. So, a lot of you guys are top wrapping your Les Pauls, and there's nothing wrong with that. It makes the strings way easier to bend, and I don't know if it does anything else, but that's the subject of my rambling here. And meanwhile, I'm still dealing with the aftermath of cataract surgery and stuff, and I think my black eye is still there. It's healing pretty quickly though, so that's ongoing, and I have more appointments. I have to get some real glasses because these cheap readers help me get closer so I can see the screen on my TV, on my Mac, but they look weird. So I'm not a fan of top wrapping. It tears up your tailpiece, messes up and tears off the plating, and I'm not a Jimmy Page fan either. Back in *68 we listened to their first album, Smoking Joints, and I thought the only song I liked was Black Dog, and it just sounded like folk rock, the rest of it. And the new Rolling Stones album was also out, and oh, man, on Cannabis, that thing takes you places Zeppelin doesn't. Anyway, I'm rambling here, so this is the Les Paul Classic from Gibson. It's the only Gibson I own, and when I bought it, it was because of the ABR1 and not crap Nashville bridges, made in Nigeria or wherever. Anyway, I hated this guitar, so in my research on materials, buying real vintage Les Paul hardware, I did all those changes, plus the Four Uncles ABR1 that I've spent 2 years with the guys reverse engineering it, sending the parts off to be destroyed for content. And so, and then, I discovered the Jupiter caps, from that genius who makes those capacitors and reproduced them. And they sound exactly like real Sprague capacitors that I also have, new old stock ones, like whoopee whoopee. So I made all those changes, and then it became semi-playable. And if you're screwing your tailpiece down real hard, it emphasizes any stuff that's going to come out of your amp, and it will make it sound too bright. So what I do is I raise the tailpiece about a quarter inch on each end. You don't get your tailpiece all torn up, from the strings ripping the plating off, etc. And it also acts as kind of a tone control. You raise it 1/4 inch, the strings get really soft and easy to play. Your tone gets way better. All my guitars are set that way, and I'll take a couple of photographs of what it looks like, and you should try it out. So, you know, there are several guys, famous guys, that top wrapped. And I don't think it was just to make the strings easier to play. I think maybe they were on to what I am experiencing by just raising the tailpiece a little bit, which gets rid of nasty treble artifacts. You know, especially if you got a string that's buzzing and your tailpiece is down hard and you're turned all the way up, it sounds terrible. It's like, you know what I'm talking about. So I keep all my guitars with the tailpiece up about 1/4 inch. I'll show you the photo, and I think that's about all for now. And I'll do a little bit of playing, noodling, and maybe with a backing track or some backing track, and point you to a backing track site on YouTube that has stuff that sounds really good. Most of those backing track things that you play along with, you know, I'm not in a band anymore, so you know, whatever, you know when you get old, you just go blank sometimes. I'll set something down on a table and say I'll try to remember. Oh, it's over there. And I come back and it's like, uh-oh, where is it? I've lost stuff that I've never found again, you know. So that's all, folks. So after this, I'll play, and you can listen to it through my Garnet amps. The other thing, Garnet amps are pretty bright. They have a very strange tone stack. The treble knob doesn't function like most amps do. It doesn't really cut the treble until you get real low enough that it starts to kill the gain. So it's also a good way to test to see if a prototype set or something is getting too bright. The PAFX set, they're bright, but raising the that guy helps a lot, and I keep my guitars all that way. So anyway, that's all for now. Take a listen, and thanks for watching. And so I'm sure the trolls are going to show up and tell me I'm a Page hater. I don't hate them. You know, they had some really good albums, but I never bought any of it. So here we go. Off.